Welcome to Rhythm and Rap. I'm JJ Johnson. We're in Connecticut, near New York City, with the versatile writers, producers, leaders, and members of a very well-known recording group. Join me, and together we'll get to know Nile Rodgers, Bernard Edwards, and Chic.
Before the DJs ruled the dance floors, there was the bassist, and no bassist moved more feet or more hearts than this man. As the co-founder of Chic and the mastermind behind some of the most iconic bass lines in music history, he didn't just play the groove, he was the groove. From shaping the sound of disco and funk to laying the foundations for hip-hop and pop, his influence has rippled across generations quietly, powerfully, and unmistakably. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Bernard Edwards. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born on October 31st, 1952 in Greenville, North Carolina, he was raised in Brooklyn, New York. It was there in a cultural melting pot of New York City that music would become his language. He taught himself the bass, drawn for the rhythm and possibilities it offered. And it wasn't long before he crossed paths with another legend, Nile Rodgers. At the time, Edwards worked at the post office with Rodgers' girlfriend's mother. The two founded the Big Apple Band in 1972 and eventually created Chic with drummer Tony Thompson and singer Norma Jean Wright. In 1976, Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers founded Chic, a band that would redefine the sounds of the dance floor, blending funk, disco, and soul with sharp musicianship. Chic was elegant, stylish, and funky, but it was Bernard bass that set them apart. His bass lines wasn't just rhythms, there was hooks, melodies, and foundations all at once. Good Times became more than a hit, it became a musical landmark. With Chic, Edwards created era-defining hits such as Dance, 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 Everybody Dance, Lil Freak,
Have you heard about the new dance craze? Listen to us, I'm sure.
and I Want Your Love, to mention a few.
I want your love.
After Chic's rise, Bernard didn't stop. With Edwards, he produced for Norma Jean Wright, Sister Sledge, Sheila and B Devotion, Diana Ross, Johnny Mathis, Debbie Harry, and Fonzie Thornton, using Chic to perform everything musically and vocally except for lead vocals. He gave the world anthem after anthem of songs that empowered, united, and got people on their feet. As a producer, his bass was always present, not just in sound, but in spirit. The groove was never far behind. In 1989, Edwards released a solo album titled Glad to Be Here. And in 1985, he helped establish the group, The Power Station. He continued to produce musicians in the 80s and 90s, including Diana Ross, Adam Ant, Rod Stewart, Jody Watley, Grayson Hugh, Air Supply, ABC, and Duran Duran. Edwards was the father of Bernard Focus Edwards Jr., who is a multi-platinum record producer who worked with the likes of Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Busta Rhymes, Bishop Lamont, Tony Yayo, and others. His bass line from Chic's single, Good Times, had become one of the most imitated pieces of music history, having a great effect on musicians of various genres. When the song was released, it served as an inspiration for Queen's song Another One Bites the Dust. Good Times was sampled for Sugar Hill Gang's song Rapper's Delight in 1979, which was the first rap song to become a national smash. The song was also sampled by a lot of musicians from a variety of genres throughout the next few decades, including rap, punk, techno, and pop. Edwards received 4 Grammy nominations for his collaboration with Chic, Sister Sledge, Diana Ross, and Robert Palmer. Bernard's bass lines echo across decades. His influence was everywhere. Even in the 90s, Bernard kept creating, collaborating with artists like Robert Palmer, Rod Stewart, and Power Station. On April 18, 1996, after a Chic reunion performance in Japan, Bernard Edwards passed away in his hotel room. Just moments before the concert in Tokyo, Edwards fell ill, but despite Rogers' insistence, he refused to cancel the gig. He managed to perform, but had to be helped several times. At one point, Edwards blacked out for a few seconds before resuming his playing. Rogers believed the absence of the bass was a planned improvisation and did not discover the reality until after the performance. After the show, Rogers went to see Edwards and asked how he was doing, to which he answered, "I'm fine, I just need a rest." This was the last time Rogers spoke to Edwards. Edwards retired to his hotel room, where he was later found unalive by Rogers. The medical examiner determined that the cause of death was pneumonia. Edwards was only 43 years old at the time of his passing. His passing was quiet, but his legacy, timeless. Bernard Edwards' legacy as a bassist is nothing short of fundamental to modern music. As the co-founder of Chic and the architect behind some of the most iconic bass lines in history, his playing defined the sound of disco and funk in the late 70s and laid down the groundwork for genres that followed. His grooves on tracks like Good Times, La Freak, and We Are Family didn't just dominate dance floors, they became cultural landmarks. Beyond his technical skill, Edwards revolutionized the role of the bass, turning it from a background instrument into a melodic force. His style was effortlessly cool. He continues to inspire bassists, producers, and artists across all genres, cementing his place as one of the most influential musicians of the 20th century. Today, Bernard Edwards is recognized as one of the greatest bassists and producers of all time. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Chic in 2017. He never sought the spotlight, but his sound shaped the world. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song that Bernard Edwards played on?